Okay, so I'm back. If y'all know me, like I get the weirdest downloads at like the weirdest times, and I couldn't get out of my head this whole devil may care, like laissez-faire attitude, because I feel like that's the wrong attitude to have. Also, I've been getting a few downloads about like infernals, like the infernals. I mean, whether you want to admit it or not, like you have angels and you have infernals, right? And in the, oh my gosh, my hair's a mess. I promise I will clean myself up this week. Doesn't matter. The message is what matters. But anyways, Marcosius, like however you want to say it, and Asmodeus have been coming through. And Marcosius, like, I mean, they deal in the shadow realm, right? Obviously, they're infernals, but Marcosius is more like about emotional and healing and grief and reaping and sowing, sort of. Asmodeus is lust, okay? Lust. That's one of the 7 deadly sins because he's one of the 7 princes of hell. But anyways, I'm not going to dig too big into that world because I understand that some of you are like, I don't want to mess with that part of it. Like, you don't have to. You don't have to. They understand that. They do, right? Marcosius or Marcosius, he was actually, I think, the only fallen angel that had the possibility of returning to heaven, I believe, after like 12,000 years. He is very faithful to whoever, as whatever, like summoned him. But the thing that I'm getting is, what is it like in tennis, like game, set, match, I think. Or is it game, match, set? No, I think it's game, set, match. I'm not sure. But whatever. If you know, you know. That's what they're telling me. And it's like they, what I pulled from my deck, like deck cards that I've made. I have almost 2,000 that I have made. And so I pulled some today because I wanted to dig a little deeper, Like, who is that in Princess and the Frog? Like the little, like you got to dig a little deeper. Because that's what I do. And I got 24 and 48. So to me, that says like within 24 to 48 hours. And I'm looking, and I think, 44, it's 3:44 on my clock right now, like time-wise. And it was just 2:52 on the timer. So 2:52, 2s and 5s and 4s might be significant. But when I started to pull the cards, the very first card that came out was being proven innocent in 24 hours. Okay? And this has something to do with a single mother or an ex-wife. Okay, now gender is, take it how it resonates, okay? If you are a masculine or if, and you're a single dad and you're like, well, it could be for you, okay? Gender is not, it is an energy, okay? Yeah, there's a massive plot twist coming in. Massive plot twist. And who did I have? Well, I'll show you the cards here, but I had Sekhmet. You don't fuck with her. Archangel Michael, of course, Big Mike is here. Who's talking? It's Big Mike, see? It's like Big Mike. I can't, there you go. And also your indigenous ancestors, actually. I forgot about that card. That came out. So look, your indigenous ancestors and Archangel Michael. Also, there was something about them doing seances. Not a good idea. At all. And now they're very embarrassed. Okay? We have a karmic couple. All right? Or your ex's partner. All right? Take it how it resonates. Somebody that has lost all their hair. They're bald. And they may have said that it was military reasons, they had to shave it, or it was familial, they had to shave it. No, it wasn't, dumbass. Do you know what it is? Where did I put that card? Onyx. Oh my God. Not like I'm doing anything right now, princess. There's all the cards that I have. She's standing on them. So I've made all these cards, right? And these are the ones that came out. So, silly cat. There's like the next 24 hours card. There's the ex-wife, the proven innocent, the single mom. Oh yeah, the going bald. Where was it? Oh yeah, here. That's what this is. Because remember in the first reading I pulled today, Black Magic. Look here. Dark Magic came out. And Mirror Magic. That's why they fucking be losing their hair. That's why they be losing their allure. That's why they be losing their schmex appeal, right? Which is also why they don't fucking like you, collective, because you're glowing up and you look fucking amazing and you have beautiful things coming in, right? So I'm going to show you the cards here and just, you know, because it really did confirm kind of what I read earlier. So here we go. Let's look at the cards. All right, so I kind of pulled some of them out, but let's start over here. So how it started was I had the 24-hour card that came out, and then we had plot twist. So I asked, okay, well, what's the plot twist? What's going on? And I got, they were sleeping around, and they're laundering money. Ooh, did you hear my dryer's going off too? Okay. They used prostitutes. And now they have him after him because this didn't help at all. You're also really being protected here by Archangel Michael and your indigenous ancestors, okay? The last card that came out after Death Angel was Date and Time, RIP, next 24 to 48 hours. Then I couldn't believe this. I got 911 call. I got allergic reaction. And tomorrow. This person is dangerous. They are full of aggressive outbursts. And that could be what the 911 call is. I don't know. But whatever they're doing, they're drinking, they're not coping well. And they're doing this because they're trying to distract themselves and distract others because they don't want it. They're avoiding the truth, okay? They're trying to form a manipulative apology. I do think that there might be somebody in the energy who's already been caught. But God is done. He says they should have let it go. So does Archangel Michael. Because there's somebody going to jail. There is proof. We have encrypted disks and drives. We have listening devices. There was something about secret bills that happened in June. There's also a fake death certificate involved, okay? And God is done. So is Sekhmet. God's done, all right? Here's the seance card, all right? They're singing like a canary right now. They're freaking terrified. And the thing is, they're so scared now because they know what they did means nothing can be changed or stopped. So this date and time is you get what you give. You wish death on somebody, or worse, you pay somebody to perform that type of magic on somebody. So if you knew what was good for you, you would have fucking backed off. I talked about this, the single mom, proven innocent here, could be the ex-wife within the next 24 hours. This person here is somebody who holds a position of power or believes they do over the collective. They are bald. I talked about that. They may be a salesman. Okay. Could also be your ex's partner, but I did talk about like a karmic couple. And they're very embarrassed. You collective have to understand they're going to try to come in maybe to direct the narrative or apologize or whatever to get back into your energy because they know now who the fuck you are. New levels, new devils. And I think that's why these infernals were coming through. And they wanted me to tell you that, like, hey, these fuckers don't entertain anything they have to say. Be in that Queen of Swords energy, head over heart, and you'll be fine. Remember, God's done. All right? Six of Pentacles. You get what you give. All right? They should have stopped. And collective, you can't change it. All right, I love you.